Republicans are bracing for the real possibility they could lose a House seat today that they've held for a decade and a half. It's in a district that President Donald Trump won by 20 points in 2016. Pennsylvania voters will choose between Republican Rick Saccone and Democrat Connor Lamb. Some view today's special election in Pennsylvania as a potential sign of things to come in November. In a unique twist, whoever wins today will have to run for re-election in a new district. The Pennsylvania Supreme Court recently redrew the congressional map. As a result, the district will cease to exist in its current form.
Let's go back.
Kind of crazy to think about.
It is interesting. Let's get back to Pat. Pat, these kind of special elections have been very interesting because I think as a national observer, we want to try to draw conclusions and say, what does this mean for the midterms? Sometimes these are just very local races, so it's hard to know. Do you see this as a bellwether in some way?
Well, it could be. Connor Lamb, and to your point about making it a local race, he has been speaking about local issues, while the Republican Rick Saccone has been talking about Trump and a lot of the bigger issues. So that could be a harbinger. But let's remember that the presidents, including Obama, you go back to Clinton and Bush, they generally lose these kinds of elections in the off years. It's been very interesting to me to see that Republicans in Pennsylvania are already setting up a scenario if they lose, saying, it's a Democratic district anyway. Which isn't true. President Trump, as you mentioned, won it by 20 points. Mitt Romney won this district. So did John McCain by double digits. So this could be an indicator of a midterm election, but it could also be because the Democrats have a pretty good candidate who's talking about local issues and is more moderate, not a liberal Democrat, more moderate that fits the district.